Hi guys, hello, welcome to my channel, and welcome to this very dark room. Today we're gonna be doing a library makeover. Basically, I'm switching my house around. This used to be my bedroom, but we're switching rooms, and this is gonna become my office slash our library room, and I am so stinking excited. I feel like this room definitely fits kind of like the library vibe that I prefer. Kind of like a dark academia slash witchy old rich grandpa office vibe. Here's some pictures to kind of give an example of what I'm talking about. As you can see, like floor to ceiling, this room is painted like a really dark gray color. And because I do have cats, they have like scratched up the freaking walls like all over this room. So first step that we're gonna need to do is repaint all of these like marks all over the wall, like literally, look at this. That is insane. This one specifically I know is Luna, and it looks like she's just been like trying to escape or something. Now that the painting's done, the next step is to bring in all of the furniture, which isn't like a whole lot. I just have like my table and then like a little desk type table, like a side table, I don't know. But also too, I need to bring in all of the shelves because we already did dismantle the book wall in the other room, which did make me a little sad. But I am very excited to see kind of like the potential of what it's gonna be like in this room. I probably should have brought the furniture in before repainting the walls because of the stupid little hallway. I'm probably gonna smash into it again. I need to like wipe this down because it's a little dusty, but I'm pretty sure I want this to go here. It's kind of the only thing that'll fit in this spot. But before I actually put that in the spot, I want to actually hang a picture up here because I have this puzzle. Oh no, the corner's starting to come apart. I have this puzzle. This is an actual puzzle from the 70s that we thrifted and put together and then obviously glued. And I just think it's so cool. Also too, I have this like thrifted jaguar statue, and I feel like if I put this like on the shelf in front of the puzzle, how cool will that be? But before I do that, I need to put a couple more of these little like command strips on it. Frames are one of those things that are kind of expensive, so I've tried thrifting a frame for this like every time we go, which I do go thrifting quite a bit, and I cannot find one for the life of me that is the size of this puzzle. So we're just gonna command strip it up to the wall. Here. Hopefully that's straight. I also have some candlesticks that were already on the shelf that I'm going to put back on there as well. Table is in, ignore all of the cords and stuff. There's literally only this one singular outlet in this entire room. It probably wasn't like the best idea to put an office in here with only one outlet, but we're here now, so. these under the table are ones that I have not read. So that is kind of the organization that I have going on. We've got shelves. I'm so excited. Hi guys, hello. It is Monday. The lighting is freaking terrible today. It's driving me insane. This room has been in complete shambles for at least, I think 2 weeks now, and I'm getting to that point where I'm over it. So I really need to get this wall together. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a couple of sneak peeks. Kevin and I basically hung these up over the weekend, and I'm so excited about them. I did them a little different than I did last time. Last time I basically just had the same like size planks just kind of going down in a row. This time around I wanted to give it a little bit more character because I don't know if I already talked about this, but like the vibe of this room, I want it to be kind of like a dark and moody, vintage, witchy type of vibe in here. So we did kind of like stagger the shelves a little bit, and we added little gaps and things here and there, just again to give more character, but then also so that I can add some like bigger kind of like knick-knacky type things. For example, I have this like glass head that I got a long time ago, and I just love how like creepy and cool he looks. So I thought it'd be fun to like add him to the shelves, but obviously he's typically too large. So that's kind of like the general idea for the shelves. Now I just need to figure out how exactly I want to put them together. Also, I need to clean them off because there's like white dust from the wall all over everything. So I need to like clean the shelves off first and foremost. But after that, we have to like figure out how exactly I want to organize the shelves. It's 11:11. We did kind of like ding up the wall a little bit putting up these shelves, and I was going to paint the little marks and stuff like that, but I mean, they're gonna be covered by books, right? So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the construction going on outside of my house right now, and the fact that the sun is like going in and out every 2 seconds is driving me absolutely crazy. As much as I want to, you know, talk through the process with you guys and chat and stuff like that, I can't do it. I can't do it. And there's the sun going. Literally, this has been happening every 2 seconds. We're in the dark and being ran over. The whole house is crumbling to the ground. So all of that being said, I'm just gonna organize the books, I think, on my own. I'll film it, but we're not gonna chat. We're not gonna chat through the process. Because I just cannot. I'm losing my mind. Literally losing my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and put on an audiobook because I've been getting into those lately, especially now with like spooky season. I think thrillers are like my favorite thing to listen to because it's kind of like a crime podcast.
Chapter 1. Ivy. I respect a good checklist, but I'm beginning to think my mother went overboard. Sorry, what page? I ask, flipping through the handout at our kitchen table while Mom watches me expectantly.
We have officially kind of organized, semi-organized, all of my books that I have already read. Basically, all of the books that are on the bookshelves are all different series that I have. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And then on the floor, I just have kind of like other piles of books that are kind of more color-coded. Oh, also, Another thing that I did, because I do like to feature different book covers on my bookshelves, aka I face them out so you can see them. I did also make a small little pile of books that I do want to feature the covers of because I just think they're really cool. There's like a rainbow right in the middle of my face. Cool. There are 7 shelves total on this bookcase, but the very, very top one I'm going to use for Kevin's books. So technically I have 6 shelves, which is kind of perfect because I can do 3 for the books that I've already read and then 3 for the ones that I have not, because I do actually have a pretty equal amount of both. And I'm thinking the best way for me to actually like start this process is to kind of get these ones on the shelves decorated or like placed the way that I want them to, and then kind of work on the ones that I haven't read yet, because it is going to be kind of 2 separate things. That's what we're gonna do. This is like the first thing that we are greeted with. Hi guys. This hallway definitely still needs some more artwork and things, but this is what we have for now. This little area, I didn't really film putting this together because as you can see, it's just like super, super dark. Also, it's like a really tight space. But this little like mini bookcase type thing is basically a hand-me-down from Kevin's mom. And I basically put all of Kevin's books in it. So all of the books that are specifically his are in here. But then also too, I did put our little book nook in here. Let me see if I can cut it on. There we go. How cute is that? That whole area right here is supposed to be like a little bookshelf, and I have all the loose books. I haven't put them in yet, so that's still kind of like a work in progress. And then on top of the bookshelf, we just kind of put a couple of like thrifted things, this like lamp, a couple of crystals, this little picture of a boat, and then a plant, which is hanging on by a thread because my cat keeps trying to eat it. And then here's kind of like a little bit better of a look at that little gallery wall. Again, this little like hallway is just so freaking dark, but we do have like a mixture of pictures and then also little kind of like knick-knacky things that I've thrifted. So this is a pair of legs. I love little weird trinkety things like this, so there's that. We also have like a little candle sconce up there, and then also you cannot see this at all because it's so dark, but I also have this. It's a candle snuffer that my sister thrifted for me. And again, I do want to eventually fill up this entire wall and then also kind of like bring it over here. And there's also like a really big blank space over here that I would like to put some stuff, but for now this is all we have. Oh, also too, this mirror I thrifted as well for I think like $7 to $10, like super inexpensive. Anytime I see a cool, super cheap mirror, I cannot resist. Coming off of our little hallway, we have a closet and then also this wall over here, which also too actually there is a closet. There's like a little closet over here as well, but this I just have like a bunch of supplies and craft things and stuff in there. All the closets in this house are super small, so the one that's actually in our bedroom Kevin uses, and then I use this one. Yeah, I have a bunch of books up there, like all of my nonfiction type books are up there. That's also a tapestry that is so cool, but like I don't know where to put it right now, so there's that. Then there's my clothes and stuff. And then over here we just have like a little decorated shelf and mirror and some candlesticks and stuff. I think I already explained all of this stuff earlier on in the video, so I'm not gonna do that again. It's basically all thrifted things. And then this is another hand-me-down bookshelf that we got from Kevin's mom. And if you can kind of tell from this little ceramic statue that I also thrifted, I kind of want this little area to be where I put all of my romance books because they're very brightly colored, and again, you'll see my main bookshelf in a minute, but they just really stand out in a way that I don't like. So I kind of wanted them to have their own little area. And then if we swing over this way, this is kind of where my actual office area is. So we've got my desk, my chair, my little printer area. That is a trash can. It's technically a plant pot. I got like a set of 3 different sizes of these at Lowe's a while back, but I use this one as a trash can. I just feel like it's a lot cuter than a normal trash can. And then we have a printer, and this is kind of my desk setup. And this is also just a mixture of a bunch of thrifted things, and then also a couple of items that Kevin and I built. We built the table, and then we also built this little like bookshelf thing. This was like the very first bookshelf that Kevin and I like made together, but I very quickly grew out of it. So now it kind of just holds all of like my witchy things, and by that I basically mean all of like my tarot and oracle cards, and I have a lot of like candles and incense and things like that. I've got like a little singing bowl. Yeah, this little basket thing is basically full of like charcoal discs for burning incense, and then some candles and things. This is pretty cool. This is a candlestick, but also a bell. Love that. And then this shelf is just basically a TBR shelf. I love the new library wall, but it can be kind of like overwhelming. So I wanted a place to be able to kind of like set aside the books every single month that I plan on reading. And then this shelf is honestly, it's just random stuff that I don't know where else to put. So it's here. And then this last shelf is going to be where I put all of like my camera gear, which I don't have much of, but I have like my camera, my mic, and then an extra lens back there. And I kind of covered it with this candle so that, you know, you're not seeing like a bubble wrap. And then at the very tippy top, we have just a random book that I'm using purely for decor. And then we have a lamp that I just recently got at TJ Maxx. This is so cute. I don't have a light bulb in it yet, but I just love the mushroom shape. And then we have Fern, who is my deer skull. He was basically covered in dust and cobwebs in the very back of like a shed in an outdoor area at a thrift store. And it just made me really sad to think of that being his resting place, you know? And then last but not least, before we get to our shelves, we just have, again, my desk area, which is very simple. We just have a table with my computer, some little like knick-knacky things. We have a little mirror, and then we have another little thrifted corner. This shelf I got for like a couple of dollars. How adorable. And then we also have this picture, which actually was kind of expensive for like what I typically spend, but I just thought the girl looked really just sweet. So there's that. And then now, last but certainly not least, we have our library wall. I decided not to do a full bookshelf tour just because this video is already getting kind of long, but I still want to do like a little bit of an overview. So here's kind of what the bookshelf looks like overall. And when it comes to kind of like how I organized the shelves, I did do what I said, where all of the books that I have not read yet are on the lower 3 shelves, and all of the ones that I have read are on kind of all of the upper shelves. I had originally decided to put Kevin's books at the top shelf, but I ended up actually needing more shelf space than I thought. So I put his in a separate little area. So basically I ended up with the full 7 shelves for my books. And yeah, again, I did kind of separate them for the most part, but there is some kind of overlap, especially with the newer books that I just got. I posted a big book haul and things like that. So all of those books, or at least the majority of them, are kind of on the very top shelf just because I didn't have any room. You'll see at the end, but I have like the tiniest bit of space left over on my shelves for like new books, like maybe 4 or 5 books worth of space. Like, I cannot believe I'm already outgrown this bookshelf. But anyway, also kind of how I've been organizing my books in the past, I do kind of like a color blocking system where I kind of like chunk certain colors of books together. I just really like the way it looks, and it just makes sense in my brain to kind of like flow with different colors, but I don't like to do like a full rainbow shelf kind of thing. So I do kind of just do certain chunks of colors and then transition to a new one. And then the other thing that I like to do with my bookshelves is add little trinkets. You'll see a lot of those throughout my bookshelves. I thrift a lot, and little brass knickknacks are some of my favorite things to thrift. So I've got a lot of those. I also have a lot of crystals because I do have a rather large crystal collection. And I've heard this is not like the best to do with your bookshelves, but I do add plants every so often. I just think they liven up the bookshelves. And with that, that is my office / book wall. Now that I've done this video, I'm so excited to actually finally film in front of this wall. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out the lighting, but very excited about my library wall, my room. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's everything that I have for today. I hope you guys have / have had the most amazing of days, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.